following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
To see such heavy rain. Somewhere an origami animal falls over and gets wet.
Of course! Of course!
I found a few more of them.
Spies.
Spies! Dishonorable louts! There's only one thing to do to spying enemies of Burmania. Kill. Kill.
They did that before too.
So, to the enemies of Burmany, you have done a great service.
We haven't checked all the rooms yet.
The guard rushes off and begins kicking down doors.
Entrance room?
There was only one other spy.
Yeah.
Entrance room.
Agent room. Yeah.
When they kick open that one, I'll go in with them. And I'll just...
The guard's like reporting over there. He's writing about magic. This man is not only a spy, but a magicka! He throws the papers into the fireplace.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest.
Flint and steel for 8 minutes. Look, have you guys ever tried to light a fire with flint and steel?
Yes.
It takes a while. And, like, experts take a while.
Yeah.
This is why a coal and a box of sand is a much smarter idea, though you kind of got to refresh it a bit. And it's much less portable.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. You've done another great service. The innkeeper is beside himself with grief. I'm spies against Burmania in my end. What will I do?
It is fine, innkeep. It is not the worst to think the best of people.
Oh damn, that's a good line. Where'd you steal it from?
No way.
Nice. I'm just looking at you two going. It's my boy.
When he comes over and starts
Do I just give him this now? Why?
Yeah, okay. No. I haven't assigned homework for earnings.
Oh,
But I'm thinking the homework for next week is going to be show up.
I was about to ask if that was going to be the homework.
Real quick side note, my phone is completely destroyed. I just remembered to tell you.
So sending you anything is going to be an utter waste of time.
Until I get that sorted.
Okay. Well, I've still got your email address. It's not like I check my email once a week. It is. I only check my email once a week. No one ever has anything important to tell me. So, and there's just a bunch of, hey, 50% off dice you can't afford. Damn it. Stupid job. Okay, so you guys reconvene. Oh shit, where's Private now? He just busted open the floor to one room.
It turns out they weren't private at all.
I mean...
Well, they're private now.
It never was.
No. Only one room even, like, doesn't have any holes in it. And it's yours.
It's still not like there's anything more than just the floorboards between you and the room below. So, you know.
If we wish to have privacy, we should hire more rooms.
We can do that now. I believe maybe the innkeep here would be accommodating given what just happened. Should sort that out later. What do we do for now? First thing we should do...
So the admin matter to deal with.
Yeah.
On top of we got spies, you had your armor stolen.
Punching those guys made me forget
He continues
about
to
that.
mine his way lower. Eventually he reaches the nether. I don't actually know if that's how you do that. I don't think you do. got to go through those portals where your
Portals.
dog gets trapped and your horse gets stuck in the portal because it can't come back through.
Huh?
You sound better. If he wanted us not to get involved, he made the wrong move.
He makes the wrong moves continuously.
It's almost like how the fuck just keeps succeeding.
I also get the feeling he's bluffing because if we try and... He knows we're going to try and search for Adrian, and he knows that if he kills him straight away, then... He's got nothing.
Well,
I mean, you saw what he did with Paul Scribbles.
This General Winter, would he come with men?
Not a decent amount.
But some.
He'd have a small contingency of men, I'd say, but...
why?
Well, when you think about it, there are 4 big forces in play here that we know of. 2 obviously are aligned. Winter's men are here in some amount. Just the capacity of him himself is a big enough playing force. And then there's also everyone else who isn't involved.
Didn't you have to have a drink with Sir Max this morning?
Yes. And if they made another attempt on us, they might have made another attempt on him.
Perhaps it is best you sorry to interrupt, but I just suddenly remembered after all this that he, after you were knighted, he offered to hoist a pint with you in the morning.
Did he say where? So I can't remember.
He will meet you here anyway. That's where he knows. The problem with asking Sir Winter to be involved is he's a foreign general.
I think something is going to happen here, and that might matter less when
The
it
thing
does.
is, he's not just a foreign general, he is...
The foreign general.
I mean, aside from Zeiss.
Yes?
The door opens and a very well-dressed servant enters. Excuse me, sir. I am from the throne. I have been sent with the information you have requested. The tournament detail.
Oh.
See, I only printed 3 of these. It's like I knew. It's like I knew.
Could save them money there, don't need that.
Of course. So Radomir here will also acquire some of these.
I
Pass
anticipated
on
your
to
need.
Sasulan.
Thanks.
Good day, sir. You will leave discreetly.
You can do this. Damn it! What do I do now?
What? Read it out.
The events of the tournament in sequence beginning at Tierce. Peasants melee of honor. 1 versus 1 with the rules of honor. As such as a peasant can muster. Fouls, end thy endeavor. Archery contest. Each contestant shall shoot at an target 3 arrows each. Closer to center wins. Equal efforts shall contest against each other until only one remains. Open hand wrestling. Unarmed combat to the loss of wits or submission. All welcome. Except woman, I suppose.
It says all welcome, so you could argue a technicality if you wanted to.
You have someone to back you up.
The race of horses. Treacherous beasts. A treacherous beast raced around the arena.
I don't think it says that.
Bite kick.
Oh, he's got ranged bite kick.
I'm not sure.
Level up your horse.
The three-man event. An archer, a mounted man, and a staffman engage other teams. Last man standing wins.
Again, that's another technicality.
An archer is not necessarily a man. because it doesn't.
Yeah, mounted man and staff man.
What's the name of the event?
The three-man
event.
event.
Oh, there goes his man!
Man.
Woman!
Woman! Empowered woman.
The Grand Tourney, of course. To the honour and glory of the Archduke Gadolf. True belted knights do battle, starting with a joust, with full trial by combat rules enforced. 1 versus 1, winners face other winners, until there are only 2. They battle for champion grand standing. Fouls end thy existence. Ooh. No, they do not suffer fouls.
And not for the knights.
The Grand Melee. All fighters welcome. Last man standing wins. There we are.
I take it Sir Reinhardt won't be competing in any of the mounted events.
Well, he did come in.
I would hope not.
Well,
He
I mean,
did-
it doesn't say you have to be on a horse to be in joust, so he can ride his elephant.
Just run. Work. Just run once.
Well, hopefully, the rain lets up before tomorrow.
So which events have you entered in?
Well, I'm in the Grand Tourney, the Grand Melee. I mean,
You can
obviously
enter the
not
Grand Tourney?
No, you can't.
We can't.
Oh, I can't.
Says here
I
true
mean,
belted
you've been
knights.
entered it, but that's because they think your name is Sir Firo. And when it's found out that you have entered into false pretenses, you will be executed.
Fouls.
Everybody.
No way.
Fouls end thy existence.
Sir
You've
I've
already
been sitting on this for months.
Hero, nice.
I just got in. Perfect time.
I think that's actually all I was in.
It's great, the Grand
Because I
Melee.
wouldn't be in the Peasants Melee, I wouldn't be doing archery, I probably wouldn't do open hand wrestling.
Well, do
Was that-
do you have any kind of hand-to-hand fighting skill whatsoever? Well, it's probably not.
Race of horses, well, no!
You could run away from
3-man
horses.
event, I could possibly take part in that with 2 other people. But, yeah.
You should be able to sign up for some of these
Well,
on the
he's
day.
already been signed up for the 2 events at the bottom,
Yeah.
because that's what he asked for, and they think he's entitled to it. I mean, look at him.
I'm very entitled.
Hopefully, we can argue a mistake on the Grand Tourney and just have your name removed silently.
Well,
What are you talking about?
you
True
could,
belted knights. I do not believe.
you could. That would be dishonourable. You couldn't say that to them. But
That's true, it would be...
you are about a knight.
You could take part, yes. You weren't originally in this event because you were not a knight when we signed up, but now you are.
I was thinking, with a little bit of word from myself, I may be able to get you into some of these if you wish to participate. Well,
I am female.
the archery contest doesn't technically specify.
Not as open hand wrestling.
Yes, but that's all well and good. But if I was to win, if I was to beat them, what would they say?
I don't know, I'm not them.
I think you would just have to be careful. Only best opponents it's wise to, and maybe have a good match with those it is not.
The first thing that they'll say is, "Look at her eyes. She is a witch.
She
has
used magic
witch-"
to cheat in order to win, yeah.
It would cause more harm to us than.
We
I know you can't have a conversation today, right?
yes.
So Maximilian van Huber is below is requesting your presence, Sir Vladimir.
Of course. I have a word with my friends here. They have a matter they wish to discuss with you.
Oh?
I think it's the innkeep.
No, it's just a peasant girl, servant girl.
Oh shit. Oh. Wish to discuss with your innkeep. If you could get it.
Of course, at once.
Thank you. And I will stride on downstairs.
You can keep that one, I've got one. Okay.
I can't read it.
Adrian went, you were Sulan.
There's no stairs on there.
How would you know? You can't read it.
Hey, so I'll head downstairs.
Ah, good. Come on, let's go.
We are going somewhere?
There's a ritual before.
Of course.
So you head on out. He'll lead you back through the gates into the city.
Does he have a retinue? Any
Nope.
kind? No?
No.
Still injured?
No.
No?
He's had time to rest and recover fully.
Fair. I suppose like they're not going to not heal
probably
him.
get clerical healing
Yeah.
even if he like.
The family keeps a cleric on retainer for this shit. When all you do is fight, you keep a healer around.
Family can keep its blade master actively.
If the guys lead you up to a manor house, he's like, we are renting this.
It's fine.
In the courtyard, you meet his father, and he's like, it's time for you to learn what your duty is as a belted knight again.
Of course.
We cannot have you attached to our house directly. Do not take an affront at this, but there are limits to what we are able to get away with in the current climate. It is enough to restore your honor, I fear. But my son feels like we must go further. So, some knights emerge. One of them is carrying some armor. I believe there's a strong tradition of restoring your armor before you use it again. We will now perform this. Cannot have you wearing lesser armor. I fear this will send the right message to your enemies.
Have my deepest respects.
I believe this takes like half a day. So that's what he's doing. I'm not actually familiar with the exact nature of it, but whenever we cut back, you can just fill us in on what's happening at that specific point. And so it begins with solemn dignity. Right? Yeah. Good. Meanwhile, back at the inn, these two fuck knuckles.
I don't know how long Sir Reinhard will be.
Well, we expect him to be gone, at least hunting for
It's slightly bad
some of
for
the
my
day.
knuckles now.
Yeah, so
With those
Although,
guys'
I
faces.
don't know how their hunt will go in such weather.
Depends on what they're hunting.
Oh, how much do you know? I was after reading about these blade masters. How much do you know about these blade masters?
You've never heard of Blade Masters?
I would have heard of them, but I don't imagine he would know anything specific about them.
Okay.
I know very little of the levels of fighting in your country.
Because I think, because we were wondering, I remember that Serenian fellow who rescued you.
Yes.
Yes. I'm wondering if it's... if the reason he didn't... he wanted the blade melted down is because you can't just give a marked blade to your son, he's got to earn it. Could that perhaps be what it was?
Again, the traditions of your country is yours alone. I don't understand half of them.
Anyway, I was going to spend some time at the temple, but it is no more. But I was perhaps considering...
You could always go pray at the Temple of Benadar. You've done it before.
Oh yeah. I
You
was
could also probably
considering
level up there.
perhaps I have a rather significant tithe to my church. I'm not sure how familiar you are with that, but because of it's percentage based, a little bit like I suppose your fifth.
Mm-hmm.
But I pay them every month. And because of how much we earned from the a chaperone.
They better use that money
There's
to.
about 50,000.
They better rebuild that goddamn temple.
I was thinking perhaps it might be a good idea to put it towards rebuilding the temple that was burned down here.
It's your money to do with how you need.
Put a big marble statue.
If you need to go do that today, I understand.
Well, I might need to also go to the Temple of Ben-Hadar, but we should really also look into this cleric that Roman's men was being seen spoken to just before the temple burned down.
He wasn't a cleric. He was a peasant. You corrected me. I thought it was a cleric. You said it wasn't.
I thought he wasn't. But he's not? Okay.
No.
But he came from in the temple.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This person who was in the temple that...
I'm assuming there's spies in all the temples, including your Ben-Hadar.
I'm going to have to go somewhere. I need some guidance from Tor in these times.
If you go do that, I'll continue searching.
Of course, you will know where to find me.
Saphiro wanders off to the Temple of Ben-Hadar, which is just down the street. So actually around the block from where yours was. And you are greeted at the door by 2 armoured men carrying halberds. I keep calling halberds halberds because of that.
Greetings, Saphiro, cleric of Tor, at your service.
Welcome, son, brother.
Thank you. May I enter?
Of course.
Many thanks. Oh, you wouldn't know who... Wait, did I... Who actually saw the young man who was being spoken to?
Oh,
It was Sulin,
Me.
wasn't it?
So,
yeah.
okay. Never mind then, because you would have had the description of him. So I'll have to wait on that. I'll just go inside
Okay.
again.
I did describe him to you. Remember? I described him
You just described what he was wearing, but did you describe like his facial features and his...
much like we've seen him.
He looks like a peasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'll just head inside anyway. And I'll look for a...
The temple is compact but still well established. There is a row of pews, some nice statuary, tapestries hang around that. The archways lead off to some back areas. There's like a pulpit area with an altar on it. A few clerics are praying before it.
I'll look for a cleric who isn't busy. Basically.
A few minutes and you're able to find one who just seems to be wandering around.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Saphiro, cleric of Tor.
It's always a pleasure to have a follower of the sun in the Father's temple.
Yes, I was wondering, with the unfortunate loss of my own temple yesterday, I would need a place to reflect and pray to my God. I have much.
Of course, there's many open pews.
I may be a while. Thank
The
you.
temple is open all day and all night.
So I will go and basically pray to level up cleric. So
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
if you actually want to level up, it takes much time.
yeah,
Unless
it's like
you
half
want
a
to
day,
spend-
basically, isn't it?
Oh no, that's if you buy
Yeah, that's
with
what I was-
money, which
yeah.
means you need someone to train you,
Yeah.
not just praying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They can do that.
Yeah.
Just generic clericing.
Yeah.
So you can engage like tutoring.
Mm.
Takes basically like 2 hours to half
Okay.
a day.
I will do
Which
that.
is the fast way, because otherwise it takes like many days based on how many levels you can get.
Yeah. So I will say, oh, okay, I seek assistance in guiding me.
Oh, okay. Cool. There's an exchange of gold.
How much is it?
You know, I have actually given you guys all of this information.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you knew off the top of your head. So
No, I don't. I don't keep that in the top of my head because
Okay.
generally leveling up isn't a thing that happens a lot. By design. Okay, let's see. Do I have? I do have this. It's a 0 in it. Does anyone remember where the leveling information is? It's been 2 or 3. That's not the one.
Actually, I think there's the player handbook under the dragon mat.
It's not a player handbook.
No.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
No, this is my rules.
Oh, your rules are... Okay, yeah.
I was on the
Because
ones.
in the book, you just
Yeah.
level up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the fucking stupid way of doing it.
Look onto your level up way too fast. Right?
Okay, here it is. Right. You can go to a trainer if the appropriate class or skill to gain and pay them to help you refine your skills. Costs vary, but around 20 gold points per level trying to be obtained is standard, and that would be in marks. The trainer must be higher level than you, be willing to train you. Sometimes they'll be willing to exchange the training for quests or labour. Training takes half a day.
I thought it was half a day. Yeah.
Yeah, the long way is it takes you 2 days per level.
Yeah.
Do it on your own.
Ask the wizard at the time.
Who I imagine did it on his own.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be spending half the day
Sula, what you doing?
in temple.
You're all alone for
Half a day, half a day. It's all me now.
It's all Sulan. It's the
all
Sulan show.
you!
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go west of the city. Visit a house at the west.
Alright.
I should do
By
that.
the way, warrior leveling up will be separate, Kim.
Oh, no,
Same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, no. Personally, I can't. Oh, I might be able to do that. Yeah.
Water pours off the tall gutterings and out of the gargoyles' mouths, splattering into the streets below. You step inside out of the rain welcomingly.
I need to speak about matters of the clan. No.
The guy raises an eyebrow and thinks, through our companies, rotate that. First door on your right, and you will look for a grey-haired old woman.
He was fun shading water. Continue.
Sulan's feet ringing on the marble floor. She proceeds down the elegant hallway and finds a large mahogany door with nice trim silver handle. Opens it up and enters into a large room filled with pigeonholed scrolls and such. At the far end of the room, looking out of a glassed window into the rain, there is the bent shape of a tiny old grey-haired woman with her hair done up into a bun.
I'll enter halfway through the room and stop and kneel.
It's a long wait. And eventually she turns around, settling her long sleeves, looping them over one arm. Like steps forward into this like nice into the shaft of light. And she says,
I've been asked on behalf of another for them to perform the rite of trial for your clan.
"Now I've heard you speak. The steel wolf is not at home to this woman.
Is there any reason why?
The steel wolf does not take the outsider into its heart. It clenches the outside. I think it's Jones. Wielding it, using it, and then letting the jaws open and casting it away. That is not what this one wants. It is too ephemeral. It has become the dream. The Steel Wolf will not be a home here for that one. Perhaps one of the more frivolous clans who participated in an accord, such as the Snow Raven or the Jade Falcon. Yes. Is it your wish that the Steel Wolf act as an intermediary in these matters?
I will send a letter as long as it is delivered this time.
That would be difficult. We are here, and we will not allow that trial to be here, so you will have to send her to the forests. If she makes it, I'm sure they will entertain it. There will be no gainsay from my part.
No, if I could get you to send a letter to warn them that there is a trial to be had and to give her the utmost trial, which is what her wish is. That is all I'll ask of you. No trial here. Just
Are you sure?
if she wishes to be,
Very sure.
if she wishes.
It will please me to do this.
And then
The
leave.
woman's thin laughter chases you out of the building. Lightning flashes and thunder rolls overhead. I'm sure it's just the weather.
I'll go out and have a look to see if she's following me.
You don't see anyone following you.
I don't know. It's a 2.
You don't see anyone following you.
Then I'll walk a distance from the clan, from the
Building
and
clan. I get them mixed up all the time too.
and
Words with their letters.
The meaning.
just to find a shadowed alley and wait.
Drenched thoroughly by the rain, you wait.
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?